Hello there, Chris Benson's back with issue 5 of Sport on Freeview. Well, there was two reasons why there wasn't an issue last week. We had a couple of family birthdays, so that seemed to take up quite a bit of the time. My wife and my youngest, Arthur, saw. And as well, when I looked through the guide, there wasn't that much live sport going on terrestrial TV. Probably not to justify 10 minutes anyway. There was the European Indoor Athletics Championships. And there was the Darts UK Open, I've also noticed. But if you want to catch up with the Darts UK Open, which you may have missed, you can catch that on the PDC YouTube channel, which is fantastic. They have extensive highlights of every single day. I'm still to catch up with it, but I'm still working my way through the Masters from earlier this year. So that's a good way of catching up with the UK Open, and it's there right now. PDC are really good at that. They do put highlights of all the tournaments and events. Well worth subscribing to. Anyway, time for the sport this week. Again, there's probably not that much. I'll try and pinpoint the bits that I think are of interest. For example, Six Nations Rugby. ITV 1:30 the coverage starts on Saturday. Italy against Wales is the first game with a kick-off at 2:15. And then England and France is the second match of the day. That's from Twickenham. Kick-off at 4:45. So both of those games are on Saturday. There is a third game in that weekend, and that's kicking off at 3 o'clock. BBC One, Scotland against Ireland. Now, of course, we're still waiting on news of what will happen with the Six Nations next year. There's some suggestions from bits that I read that some of the games are going to go behind a paywall and we won't get all the games on Freeview. At the minute, we're really lucky. We get all 15 games free to watch. I'd be very, very surprised if that's the case next year. But if I hear anything, I'll tell you and keep you posted. What do I think will happen? I think that we'll get maybe 5 or 6 games, I think, on terrestrial TV, and I think 9 will be on subscription basis. But that's just a prediction. We'll see what happens. It could be that we get a really bad deal and just get highlights. That'd be terrible, I think, for the game. But as I say, watch this space. So that's the 3 Six Nations games this weekend. Italy, Wales, England and France, and Scotland, Ireland is on Sunday. Of course, there's the usual match of the day at 10:20 on Saturday night, including highlights of Fulham against Manchester City at Craven Cottage. I think it really is going to be Manchester City's title this year. It certainly looks that way, doesn't it? But if you want to catch some live Premier League action on Freeview, well, it's great that there's another live game kicking off at 12 noon on Sunday, and that's Southampton against Brighton and Hove Albion. That's live Premier League football on BBC One once again. Build up at 11:45. As I say, kick off at 12. And you can listen without the crowd noise as well if you would, the artificial crowd noise on Freeview channel 601. So that's Southampton and Brighton this weekend. That's 12 o'clock kickoff. Looking at other bits I've missed, there is live racing on Saturday afternoon, the Imperial Cup, and also races from Sandown Park and Wolverhampton. Big week for racing, of course, because it's the Cheltenham Festival. There's a build-up show on ITV4, normally in the morning each day, but there is live coverage of the opening day, ITV 1 o'clock till 4:30 on its main channel, which is absolutely fantastic. As I say, that coverage starts Tuesday of the Cheltenham Festival. Well worth making a note of, definitely. Other bits to tell you about, there is, for example, cycling. The 8th and final stage of the Paris-Nice race, the highlights of that will be on ITV4 at 7 o'clock this Sunday. So 7 o'clock, highlights of the 8th and final stage of the Paris-Nice race. Well worth keeping an eye out for. That's this Sunday. I read somewhere that the Giro D'Italia, was it going to be on Discovery Plus as an exclusive, not on Eurosport Play? I presume they're going to show coverage on the main Eurosport channel, but they're really trying to give a big push to Discovery Plus. And I know that in terms of the streaming content, it's going to be on there, the Giro D'Italia, and I think slowly over the next 12 months or so, the content will move off Eurosport Player onto Discovery Plus. So that looks like the way that that's going. There seems a lot of streaming devices and apps and things at the moment, doesn't it? I noticed also we have Now TV till May. I noticed that they've added on-demand sport content. So if you've got Now TV and you've got the sports, have a look. They've got a whole library of sport on there, including the Class of '92, which I wanted to watch with Salford City. That's on there, and they've also got Premier League Years, which is a great documentary. There's a few years missing, but they've got documentaries from each year since 1992. There's all sorts on there from different sports, rugby league and others, you name it. But yeah, we've got the sport till May. I can't say I've got into the Premier League this year. I'd be lying if I said I had. But that's maybe hopefully I'll get back into it next year. I think that'll be the case. The other things to look out for. There was a couple more things I did spot. In here, Rugby Union highlights at 7 o'clock, Channel 5. I always forget about the Rugby Union highlights on Channel 5, probably because they leave it to Monday at 7 o'clock to show them. But this week, it's action from the 13th round of fixtures, including Bristol Bears against Wasps and Exeter Chiefs v Harlequins at Sandy Park. So that's 7 o'clock till 8 on Monday, Channel 5. I mean, they still show it prime time. It's just you have to wait till the end of the weekend, you know, to see the highlights. And they used to show it on Sundays, didn't they? And then it got pushed back. So that's the plan anyway for the Rugby Union. I also spotted there was some live badminton. See, I'll look after you here. But there is live badminton. Let me find it here. Thursday. 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. there's coverage of the last 16 of the All England Open from the Arena Birmingham. Now it says that the coverage starts on Freeview channel 601, the BBC Red Button channel, from 3 o'clock. But if you want to see the coverage from 10 till 3, you'll have to go on the BBC iPlayer or on the BBC Sport website. But plenty of badminton there to watch, of course. So that's 10 hours. There you go. 10 hours of live sport there, just to tell you about on Thursday. The badminton continues on Friday as well, 10 till 8 again, and the Red Button from 3 o'clock. So again, if you want to watch the morning coverage on Friday, that's the way to do it. BBC iPlayer, BBC Sport website, but on Freeview 601 from 3 o'clock. But still, for those that don't have the internet and all those capabilities, you're still seeing plenty of live sport Thursday, Friday there. So well worth putting on. Quick mention of what sports coming up on Free Sports over the next week. We've got live cricket, Afghanistan v Zimbabwe. That's an all weekend. Quite early coverage. There's coverage on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What else have we got on there? There's a La Liga game on Friday night at 8 o'clock, Levante against Valencia. We've got NHL hockey, NY Rangers v Boston. That's Saturday night at 6 o'clock. I always forget that they have lots of ice hockey on there. Then moving into next week, there is Portuguese football. There's Italian football first. 1:55 on Sunday afternoon. Parma against Roma, live on Free Sports. Remember, Freeview channel 64. There's 2 Portuguese league games after that. One at 5 to 6. One at 7:55. Benfica against Boa Vista. Porto against Pacos Ferreira. So 3 live games back to back from 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon on Free Sports. And don't forget, it's also available in a glorious picture on STV Player as well, which I know a lot of Roku sticks and things like that pick up. There's also bits hidden around the BBC Red Button schedule of the Snowboard and Free Ski World Championships. For example, Friday, 4:20, there's the Snowboard Slopestyle Finals. At 7:50 Friday night, there is the Free Ski Halfpipe Finals. Again, all these on the BBC Red Button. BBC Red Button has also got highlights of the America's Cup, I've noticed. For example, 10:10 Friday night, they've got highlights hidden away there, but well worth having a look through the EPG on the guide to see what's there, as well as final score on a Saturday afternoon. They have that, and on Saturday tea time at 5:20 they have the Free Ski Slopestyle Finals live from Aspen, USA. So plenty of live sport this week for you. I should also mention that 10:10 on Sunday morning they have live women's hockey on BBC Red Button. Ireland playing Britain Well worth a look, that. And it's repeated at 8 o'clock on Sunday night on BBC Red Button if you miss it. Right, that is it from me. We'll be back with more next week. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.